Okay, traders. Yeah, welcome to the weekend analysis. It is another day and it is another weekend. As usual, I'm going to share analysis on gold as I do every weekend. When I have time, at least I like to share my trading projections or my market outlooks. So what is important, make sure that you add your own analysis on what I say, on what I always suggest that is most likely to happen. Make sure that you do your own analysis. So even last weekend we had analysis and it has done well, by the way. I had a projection for gold to fall. Actually, it was just I had that level where I said once that level is broken, let us expect a very powerful sell, and it is just a confident sell, and that's exactly what has happened for the whole week. Market opened with the power to the downside. I had a little bit of projection to the upside on the opening of the market, but it didn't done that. It opened straight to the downside, and I said when the price goes below 1782, when the price goes below 1782 is when we are going to sell with all the confidence. So unfortunately, market did that and it went below 1782, and now is still pushing down strongly. So this week we are going to see now, this weekend we're going to see exactly what is expected to happen in the coming week. So now I'm going straight in a weekly time frame, whereby in a weekly time frame, what I see there is just a powerful push to the downside in this week. So this push to the downside was just a very serious push that has also closed with some power. It has closed just with a very full power to the downside, which is a clear indicator that next week we still expect the price to have a continuation to the downside. So this is just an overview in a weekly time frame. So as I move to lower time frames, I will have other projections that can be very specific on what we call the market direction in the coming week. And then moving to daily time frame. Now in daily time frame, now I see everything is within projections. Everything is within last week projections. The 1870 something there, then the price has straightly moved forward. And actually this move to the downside, it was a corrective move. I projected a corrective move to the downside. So what I see there is now price started moving down. Now it is trending to the downside. So even now, it is still forming the lower highs and the lower lows. So it has not yet broken the downward trending. So basically, what I see there in daily time frame is always we are in a second wave. If we're looking clearly, when market started moving to the upside there, now this was just the beginning of upward move. Maybe. Let me go to weekly to see clearly there. So now always market started there. So this was just a beginning of upward move. So after moving to certain level there, this powerful push to the downside is in a second wave. So if this is the second wave, so what we see in daily time frame is just a correction began there. It is moving down. So we have two outlooks here, but I will describe the most preferred market outlook on gold. But I have got the alternative. Maybe when market opens, if I will see clearly those indicators for the second market outlook, I will also share the updates. So now the number one outlook is price has started the correction since this rejection. So this was completion of the upward move, and it was the beginning of correction at the same place. So when it started the correction now, it is when it keeps on trending. So now maybe looking on market formation here is we have the first push corrected to the upside, another push to the upside, another push to the upside, then it is in a push again. So is it going to keep on pushing down, or is it going to push up? So we're going to see as I move to lower time frames, the 4-hour and the 2-hour time frames. It's where I'm going to incorporate those we call the wave counts to see clearly what is going on. So maybe in 4-hour time frame. Now in the 4-hour time frame, I incorporate my wave counts and other projections. So mainly including my wave counts, what I see there is price started trending to the downside. And this trending to the downside, the most preferred count is price completed the 5th, then it started the first wave at the same time. So then after completing the first, it corrected in this way to the upside. So last week we were here. We were expecting that probably the upward move is still on, so price may move beyond this level, but the price didn't done that. It opened straight with this sell. So this sell was in a third, that's why it was also powerful. Now this sell was in a third wave. So then it corrected in the 4th to, it was just on the sideway movement. Then now we are building the 5th wave down. So now this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, it is just the beginning of correction. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down is just the beginning of correction. So we'll see exactly in 2 hour and 1 hour time frame if this fifth wave is completed or not. But basically the concept here is, now price is moving down in 5 wave. So this 5 wave move down is just the beginning of correction, whereby this will be wave A. So let's expect it to have wave B to the upside, reaching certain levels there, most likely to be the level of the 4th wave, or if it's going to be deep, it may go up to the level of the 2nd wave. But most let us look at moving around the level of the 4th. Then finally we are going to have wave C down. Finally we are going to have wave C down. So now wave C down is mostly likely to occur. Wave C down is mostly likely to occur, and this is because of just the market formation, whereby we have this push that has already moved below the level of the 4th. So if it is below the level of the 4th, the next stop is going to be the level of the 2nd wave. So this level of the 2nd wave I have marked there with this line. So it is where price is most likely to have turned. Now, as it is still forming the first wave, the wave number 1, it is wave A. So it is going to complete wave A, and then we expect to have the A, B, C to the upside if it is going to be zigzag, or sometimes it can be triangle or anything in a wave B. And then after having that correction is when we are going to look for the powerful sell. So let's expect the powerful sell in wave C if we will have a clear formation of wave B. But if the market structure in wave B is going to be different, if market is going to form something which is different in wave B, if it is going to be an impassive move in wave B, it is when I will share my second market outlook. But for the moment, let us expect the price completing some formations of the first wave. Then after completing the formations of the first wave, we'll be looking for market forming forming wave B to the upside in form of zigzag, or also can be flat and also can be triangle in any way. So the better position to trade now in the coming week will be when the price will be already formed this first wave to the upside, which is going to be maybe wave A. Now we'll be looking for price forming the second wave, which will be wave B, and then we'll trade with all the confidence this upward move that is going to be wave C of wave B. And now, if price is exactly going to turn there, and this level is just supported by Fibonacci. Now, if we put the Fibonacci level, this one, so you'll find that now, let's say exactly it's going to move maybe up to this trend line. We have this trend line that's moving from the upside there. So if price is going to hit this trend line, so the correction is most likely to reach the level of the 4th, because this level of the 4th is within 61%. So price is most likely to reach there. And also, why I'm looking for this push to the downside? The push to the downside is the most likely thing to occur because when we measure a Fibonacci level, you will find that this level here, level of the second wave, it is within 78. It is all between 78 and 61. So 78 to 61 is the most likely level for price to turn and especially we are looking for the second wave in this formation. So second wave is most likely to be very deep. So let us look for the 7 to 8% price pushing up those levels before it keeps moving to the upside strongly. So that is market outlook in 4-hour time frame. And now always we can have the 2-hour time frame. In 2-hour time frame, what I can share there exactly is what is happening there. So we had the third, the fourth. Now the fifth wave began with this move, then it corrected in the second wave of the fifth. So then it had this, and then we have those little corrections. So what I see there is price had the first wave, the second, the whole thing here may be the third, and then we are looking for the fourth and the fifth to the downside. That is the first thing. But the most likely thing here is just to have this first wave, second wave, and then we have the third wave, the fourth wave now is in a fifth. So we can have a very short push to the downside in the completion of the fifth before price takes us up. So that is how we're going to trade in the coming week, having completion and then watching for those push to the upside, and especially when the price has already corrected in the wave B of wave B, then we can trade wave C of wave B. So that is all about what is expected to happen in the coming week. But let us watch news. Make sure that we watch news. We have news on Tuesday, the high impact. Then we have news on Thursday and Friday. So that's very important. So thank you for your time, and make sure that you watch this video, or you watch other videos now related to this, and you share this video. Make sure that you like, and if you have got any comment, you can put in a comment section. If you have any suggestion, also you can write in a comment section in order to improve the recording and or the other ideas. So thank you for your time and have a good day.